Hey guys, it's Dr. Vias with Sleepless and Nola. I'm coming on here this morning to talk to you about wake ups overnight. I wanted to start with a little story that happened with me with my little one this past week. He was not feeling 100%, and he came into my room at 6 a.m. and it was close enough to wake up. They typically wake up around 6:45 or 7. And I was like, oh, this will be sweet. He's not feeling well. I'm going to cuddle with him. And we both fell back asleep. And it was super sweet. And I loved it. And he's 9, by the way. So the next day, he was feeling a lot better, but maybe not 100%. So the next morning, he came in again to the room. And this time it was earlier. And I was like, all right, this is, there's something not right here. So I realized in that moment, because it can happen to me too, that when kids are ill or, just not feeling 100%, they may come into your room for reassurance or help or assistance or whatever. But it's what you do when they do come into the room is what's going to affect what happens in the future. So once a kid realizes, oh, I can come into my parents' room and they'll accept me with open arms and I can sleep there the whole night because, of course, they want to be with you. Then they realize, like, I didn't realize this was an option and I'm going to try to do it again. Not because they're being malicious or bad, it's just what kids do. So the key for you guys when your kiddos come into the room overnight, of course, if it's because of an illness or something's wrong, evaluate it, see what's going on, figure out what you can do to help them, and then always try to bring them back into the room. The next day when he came in even earlier, I went back in to his room, took him back into his room, checked if he had a temperature, gave him a little sip of water, adjusted him, tucked him back in, gave him some love, and he was fine, slept through the night. So I just wanted to put out a reminder for you guys that it is cold and flu season. Kids are going to get sick. They will need you overnight. But if you decide, okay, I'm just tired, I'm just going to pull them into bed with me, they'll realize that that's an option and then start doing it either even earlier and earlier or more frequently as the night progresses. And if every single time they get that reward, then they're going to continue doing it. Of course, if you want them to sleep with you overnight and you're happy with them to sleep with you and you sleep fine and they sleep fine, then it's not an issue. But most parents have a hard time when the kids are in bed with them because the kids are kicking and get a foot in your back or in your head and makes your sleep difficult, and then they're not comfortable either. So if there's an illness, always, and your child wakes up overnight, comes into your bed, assess the situation, comfort them, medicate if needed, and then bring them back in, tuck them in. The more often you say, I'm just too tired, I'm going to just let them stay, the more often they'll continue to come in for that reward. So good luck with that. Happy sleep. Join the newsletter if you would like to keep these tips coming into your inbox. We have several promotions going on. One promotion for the month of February, 14% off for Valentine's Day. So take a look at that for all consults, for all 2-hour consults booked in the month of February. And give us a shout if you have any questions or need any help. Thanks. Bye.